Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelton. Well, Siggy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. And getting the start for Baltimore, Shane Baz.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
All right, just about ready for baseball, Luke Diesel getting ready to hit. And that one clips the corner.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Here's Byron Buxton. Baz making his first start of the year. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with a number 3 hitter.
That's a ball.
Any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Orioles do up in the first. Jackson Holliday digs in now.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Late on that fastball. Inside, just missed. Hit hard, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. Quick move to first. Holliday back in on a dive.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
In the air, left field. Clemens drifts towards it. And there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 0-1.
Ball.
And a swing and a miss there. Rudder takes off. Pitches low.
Nope, ball.
Safe at second, and that was not close. Got him swinging. 2 down.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Orioles. Hitless in the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. On the ground, Lewis Tosses to first. That's out number 3. And the Orioles leave one. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Matt Wallner.
Yeah.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. Wallner mashed a couple of homers in his last game.
Oh, that's low. That's a ball.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. Got him. Nice play.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Now the left fielder, Cody Clemens.
That's down. That's a ball.
That misses
Ball.
the zone, and it's 2-0.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
2-2 now. Good job to fight that one off. No score here in the second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Josh Bell. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Dives, and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Back at the ballpark where we're on sweep alert, Siggy. We came on the air talking about that, and so far, neither team is backing down.
Nobody wants to be on the wrong end of a sweep. For one team, it's about making a statement, and for the other, it's about salvaging respect.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2. Got him. 2 away.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Now it's going to be Jordan Westburg. And first offering is fouled off. Down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
And a big swing and a miss. Fastball is outside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. We'll move to the third with no score. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Twins, Victor Caratini.
Hee-haw!
Right through there for a strike. Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
Sets him down on strikes, and that's 4 strikeouts. Here's Royce Lewis. 2 for 8 in the series so far.
Let's go, Shane.
And that one
No, that
missing
missed.
low.
That's a ball.
Ripped, but it curls foul. The 1-1.
No, that's low. Ball.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And that skips in the dirt. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. His first homer of the year, and the Twins have the lead now. It's 1-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. And Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Westberg slings to first. Urshela is out.
Up next for the Twins, second baseman.
So up next for Minnesota, Luke Keeschel. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Ball one, no strikes. Next pitch is outside. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Foul ball.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's the ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. To the right side. Alonso takes it himself. They limit the damage here. But the Twins strike first on this solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Gets him to chase after that one. Oh.
No, ball.
I don't know how you take that.
That was a strike. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. In the air to left center. Buxton under it. 1 down.
Batting ninth, right.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Swings through the sweeper. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, he stood no chance in that at bat. A 3-pitch strikeout, swung through all 3. Tell you what, Boog, it's not a good feeling at all.
You know that from experience?
It's happened a time or two. If I didn't roll over on the first pitch, sinker at second base, then, you know, in there long enough, then I would, yeah, I've had a couple.
My guy, hacktastic. Now here is Jackson Holiday. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. And that'll do it. On to the fourth. Now it's the Twins DH, Trevor Larnach.
Well, these Twins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Digging in, Matt Wallner.
That's a ball low.
Swing and a miss, strike one. Swings through that. And that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Up next for the Twins, left fielder
Cody Clemens, the next Twin up to hit. And that's in there for strike one. Now one
that miss. That's a ball.
And a count 1-2. Stays alive. First and second, no outs. Top half of inning number 4. Swings and misses, struck him out. And that is a big first out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
On the ground to first. There's one. Back to first, double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Twins 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back now at Oriole Park and into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Fouled off left side. Henderson, 24 years old. He made his big league debut in 2022, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2019.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Here's Pete Alonso. Struck out swinging his first time. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
2 down, nobody on. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the Twins catcher, Victor Caratini. Fair ball. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Ha!
0-1 now. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Here's Gio Urshela. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Oh, 1 down. And that drops in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Caratini on second. Lewis at first with no outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a pop up. Henderson gets there. He's under it. 1 away.
Up next for Minnesota, second baseman Luke Keeschel.
2 aboard with 1 out. Stepping in, Luke Keeschel. 1 for 2.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep both their challenges. The 1-0. There's a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Throws to Henderson. What a double play that was. Inning over. Home half of the bottom of the inning. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Jeremiah Jackson. The 0-1. Late swing, fouled off. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles.
That's a ball.
Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. There's a swing and a miss.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
The 1-1 is fouled off. This one in the air, center field. Buxton under this one. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Orioles, third baseman
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one to first. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Fought off foul.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're watching Orioles baseball. Back here in Baltimore. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. So digging in, Byron Buxton. Outside corner, there's a strike. That's off the mark.
That's down.
And 1
Ball.
and 1. Sliced hard but foul. 1-2 now. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Trevor Larnach. Up the middle, Holiday. The throw to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the
Up next
6th.
for Minnesota.
2
Right
outs,
fielder,
base is empty. Matt Wallner now at the plate. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is late, and they come away without an out.
Up next for the Twins, left fielder Cody Clemens.
So a man aboard. So up next for Minnesota, Cody Clemens.
Yeah!
Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Hard hit left side. They take the force out. That's the inning. Twins wind up stranded. Welcome back. Quite the pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Over, back to work. Tap foul at the plate.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And there are not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
O'Neill swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Late on that fastball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That is the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. This is back now at Oriole Park, and now for the Twins, Josh Bell.
Well, these Twins really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. One thing is they haven't been fooled all that much. 6 of their hits have come off speed pitches.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it.
Runner on the go. Hard liner. And there's one down. Down the third baseman, Royce Lewis. He's produced the only run of the game with his solo shot earlier.
Yeah, the pitching's been outstanding in this one.
No,
so
that's
that
outside.
home run
Ball.
has really been the only big sign of life from either offense.
Man at first, one away. Right
Hey,
through
right.
there for a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one
Ball.
missed. And a base hit into right. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Gio Urshela to the plate. And that's fouled off. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the top half of inning number 7. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. That one hops off the wall and should score at least one. One runs in. Now a relay to the plate. In there. He's safe. 3-0.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Urshela leads off second with one gone in the inning.
Hook!
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
2-2. That's
Ball.
a little bit low. Hit on the ground to the right side. Alonso takes it to the bag, and there are 2 outs.
Up next for Minnesota, center fielder Byron Buxton.
Now the number 2 hitter, Byron Buxton. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Manager out of the new pitcher in the game, Keegan Aiken.
Important job for him to do right now.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And a
Ball.
foul ball. Ball 1 there.
No, that's down. Ball.
Next offering is fouled back. Just
Nope.
missed.
Ball.
On the ground to third. Tosses across the first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The shortstop, Anderson.
Swings and chases a low one there. Bullpen action for the Twins. Taylor Rogers, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Bonda also throwing. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball to the right side. And that one finds its way through. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
Dominant performance for him today, Boone. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Foul ball there.
You know, these Orioles definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Slider misses
That's the
outside.
ball.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them
No,
at
that
times.
missed. That's the ball.
Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone, so they've still got both their challenges. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward.
Left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Now a quick throw to first. Henderson dives back in safely.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board. So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Jeremiah Jackson, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Designated hitter, Jeremiah Jackson.
Fouled off. He was late. Runner on the go. Next offering is fouled back. Henderson off of first with 2 away. Down and in, moved his feet. Got him swinging. And the whiffs just keep on coming. He's up to 14 now. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Twins 3 and the Orioles nothing. Back here in Baltimore, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Ball. That's down.
So the call stands. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And the leadoff man aboard.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Gets it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. So up next for Minnesota, Cody Clemens.
Left fielder, Cody Clemens.
Ball outside.
Swing and a ground ball. Toss to Alonso. 2 away down. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell.
Oh yeah. That's low. That's a ball.
Foul ball. 2 outs and a runner at third. And we're in the top of the 8th. To the right side. Handles, throws to first, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for Minnesota, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Taylor Rogers. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. And a foul ball.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Strike 2.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Next to hit, Jordan Westberg. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
Swings through that one. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. Inside, almost got him. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Adley Rutschman, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Tap foul at the plate. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. So the inning is still alive with Tyler O'Neill coming to the dish.
Up next for the Orioles.
Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Now at the plate, Tyler O'Neill.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the ninth, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Rutschman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. No question about this one. It's out of here. And just like that, they're within a run. This crowd has really come alive. This place is loud.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Back to the top of the order now. Next to hit, Jackson Holliday. 1 for 3.
That's the ball.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
No,
He's
that's
getting a
it.
little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Two down, nobody on. What a stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. Baltimore with a 2-run shot this inning. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Orioles. We go to the ninth, and now the Twins catcher, Victor Caratini.
Wood!
That one way
Ball, that's
inside.
it.
Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Twins. Third base.
That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Over to second for 1. Over to Alonso. Double play.
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
Base is empty after the double play. Giorgella steps in. This to third. Westberg fires across the diamond. Urshela is out, and that's the third out. Twins retired in short order, but they're up 3-2. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Cole Sands. A chance at his first save of the year. Well, 1-run game, leading off Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a miss as he was late. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That one almost got him.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. So the call stands. One challenge remaining for them now. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Fires to first.
Yeah!
They get him, but it was pretty close. Pete Alonso, the next to hit for the Orioles. This guy with light tower power. And fouled off. The Twins trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Not close with that one, and the count is 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Next offering misses down and away.
That's a really good take.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty here in the ninth.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches
That's
still
a foul
able to
ball.
make some type of contact.
2-2 down. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Out, number 2.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder.
So it's their last chance in this one. And next for the Orioles, Taylor Ward. 0 for 3 in this one. Sands going for save number 1 in this spot. Swinging a foul out of play. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And the tying run is on base here in the bottom of the ninth.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0-fer to start the season and get into a slump. Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Here's a 1-1. Fought off foul. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep.
Great pitchers duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game. And for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
3-2 the final score, and the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.